Hey, can I count on you again today?
Sure thing. Actually, even if you didn't ask, I was planning to go. It's kind of a habit by now.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
No problem. It's on my way home anyway.
Alright, here you go.
Got anything you want me to tell her? Picking the right words is harder than it sounds, huh?
Sorry about that.
No worries.
Is she doing okay?
Yeah, she's doing great.
Really? Should I be happy about that or scold her?
Hard to say, huh?
Thanks for doing this, as always.
It's no trouble.
Alright, I'm counting on you.
Got it.
Oh, and tell her I'll come by to see her myself sometime soon.
Will do.
Hey, Shibata.
Oh, Ichikawa, what's up?
Not much, just wondering.
Wondering what?
Are you going to Ando's place again today? You've got something to drop off from the teacher, right?
Yeah, that's the plan.
I see.
You curious?
Not really.
You're so bad at being honest.
That's not true. Don't get the wrong idea.
Sure. Hey, how about this? Wanna come with me?
Come with you? To her house?
Yeah.
Why?
I thought maybe she'd like it better if a girl came along too.
She'd like that? Ando?
What do you say?
I'll pass.
Alright.
Do you think she's planning to come back to school?
No idea. Why don't you ask her yourself?
Yeah, you're right. Sorry for holding you up.
No worries. See you tomorrow.
Yeah, see you tomorrow.
Ever since starting my second year of high school, I've picked up a new after-school routine. Visiting my classmate, Anna Ando, at her house. She doesn't come to school. Her house is on my way home, and since I don't have a part-time job or any club activities, I was the only classmate with time to spare. That's how I ended up delivering handouts to her nearly every day like this. It started because I couldn't say no, but once I got used to it, it wasn't a big deal anymore. You could even look at it as just going to hang out at a friend's house after school. I arrive at her house and press the doorbell. After a moment, I hear her footsteps from inside. Then comes the sound of the lock turning, followed by the door opening. Hey.
Hey, you're a little late today.
Am I?
5 whole minutes later than usual.
Were you waiting for me?
Not really. Anyway, come on in.
Thanks.
You're lucky today.
Lucky? How?
My mom bought cake.
And I get to have some?
Of course, she said I should share it with my friends.
Are we friends?
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. Just thought I was honored you see me that way.
So, Mont Blanc or shortcake? What's your pick?
Mont Blanc.
Too bad. I'm a Mont Blanc fan too.
You know, technically, I'm a guest.
So what?
Then can I have the shortcake?
Sure, go ahead. Coffee's fine for your drink, right?
Yeah, thanks. Need me to help with anything?
I'm good. Why don't you get set up instead? You can use the table like always.
Got it.
Let's get started by reviewing what we did yesterday.
Yes, ma'am.
Good.
Ana Ando, my classmate, who's not coming to school, is incredibly smart. How smart? She's considered the greatest genius in our school's history. Honestly, she's probably 2 levels above the rest of us in terms of intelligence. Word is, before she stopped coming to school, she aced every single test without a single mistake. And now here I am, being tutored by her. How'd this happen? It all started when one of the handouts I delivered to her accidentally included my quiz paper. It was an average score, but to her, it was shockingly low. Then she said,
I'll help you with your studies.
since I'm bad at saying no, I ended up becoming her student.
Hey, why'd you stop there?
Oh, I was just thinking about how to solve it.
There's nothing to think about there.
Really?
It's just phrased a little differently, but it's no different from the example we did earlier. Give me your pen.
Here.
If you rewrite this part of the equation like this,
Ah, I see.
think you can solve it now?
I think so.
Then give it a try.
Ando?
What? Stuck again?
No, I was just wondering why you go out of your way to tutor me every day.
Because I don't have anything better to do.
What do you mean?
I've already mastered everything up to the 3rd year curriculum. I could pass any college entrance exam right now. Basically, I've maxed out my level like in an RPG. If school lessons are like grinding against weak monsters and tests are like boss battles, none of it's challenging for me anymore.
Oh,
So I figured I'd take on an apprentice to kill time.
an apprentice?
Yep, an apprentice.
And by that you mean me.
Of course I mean you. I thought raising someone else's test scores might be fun than taking tests myself.
So you've turned this into a kind of simulation game?
Exactly.
Is the reason you stopped coming to school because you don't need to grind your levels anymore?
You're surprisingly sharp about things.
Not really. That was easy to figure out from the way you talk.
Yep, you're right.
Then why didn't you go to school with a higher level?
The school I go to now is the best one within walking distance. What else could I do?
Would it really hurt to go somewhere a little farther away?
It would. I don't want to waste time or energy on commuting.
I see. Then what about a dorm or living on your own?
I'm smart.
Huh?
I'll say it again. I'm smart.
Sure.
And I'm good looking.
Uh-huh. Are you worried about, like, safety issues or something? These days, there are lots of places with good security.
They say you can't have everything, right?
Yeah?
Since I have brains and looks, I don't have athletic ability or basic life skills. There's no way I could handle living on my own.
Is that really the issue here?
That's exactly the issue.
That's not exactly something to be proud of, you know.
Hey, don't get cheeky with your teacher, apprentice.
Your comebacks are seriously weak, Teach.
Whatever, just solve the next problem already.
Yeah.
If I had someone at school I could compete with, like a proper rival, I might actually enjoy it a little.
A rival? Like Ichikawa? The top student in our grade?
Oh, her. She's not bad, but...
She's smart, you know. Ever since you stopped coming to school, she's been scoring first place on the tests.
Yeah, I guess she's not dumb or anything, but...
What's the problem?
She doesn't have any spark, you know?
If you're gonna say that, doesn't mean that everyone in our grade is a no-go?
Yeah, I guess, but it's more than that. She doesn't have that kind of brilliance that makes me think she could actually beat me.
Huh.
Honestly, you've got more potential than her.
Huh? No way.
I think so. You're a little too serious, which is your weak spot, but you're not dumb.
Wait, really?
Why would I bother lying about something like this?
Are you just flattering me to boost my confidence and make me study harder? Why are you laughing?
I hadn't thought of that, honestly. But that's actually a pretty good idea.
What's that supposed to mean?
I've decided. Let's make a deal.
A deal?
If you beat Ichikawa on the next test, I'll come back to school.
What? Seriously?
Of course.
What's with the sudden change?
First, if someone manages to beat her, I might consider them worthy of being a rival.
Okay.
Second, like I said, it's a reward to encourage my apprentice's growth.
What happens if I lose?
If you lose, you'll just have to keep coming here. Until the day you finally beat Ichikawa and convince me to stop skipping school.
That's not really a punishment, though.
Why not? You want me to come back to school, don't you?
Well, yeah.
Then it's not a punishment.
But honestly, I'd enjoy talking to you at school, too, so I don't mind coming here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, I get to study with you, and sometimes there's cake.
Well, that's the deal. If you want me back at school, get a top grade.
I'll do my best. From that day, her study sessions became even more intense. Or rather, she became way more fired up.
No, not like that.
And like this?
Yeah, that's it. See, you can do it when you try.
Phew, good.
But seriously, notice stuff like that from the beginning. You make way too many careless mistakes. School tests are designed so if you understand the material properly, you can solve everything. The key to getting high scores is cutting down those silly errors.
Sorry.
No need to apologize, just learn from it.
Yes, ma'am!
Good.
Time flew by as the test day crept closer. And then the test began. When I looked at the questions, I was shocked. I could actually figure out how to solve them. This had never happened to me before. It was clear the study sessions with her had paid off. I focused, my mechanical pencil scratching away non-stop. It didn't stop. Honestly, I thought beating Ichikawa was impossible. After all, my best rank so far had been 90th out of 300 students. Even getting into the top 10 felt like a pipe dream. But now, I was starting to think I might actually have a shot. Humans are simple. Once we see a glimmer of hope, our motivation shoots up. I concentrated harder than I ever had before, tackling each question.
You seemed really focused today.
Huh? Oh, hey, Ichikawa. Thanks.
You had this intense vibe about you, like an aura or something.
That's an exaggeration.
It kind of reminded me of Ando.
What?
I mean, watching you take a test, that's just how it felt.
Maybe it's because she's been tutoring me.
Wait, really?
You know how I deliver handouts every day, right?
Yeah.
That's how it started. She offered to tutor me. She's insanely smart. For some reason, I decided to keep the whole deal between us a secret. See, I don't want anyone to go easy on me or anything like that. Ichikawa probably wants Ando to come back to school. Ando doesn't seem too interested, but I get the feeling Ichikawa really sees her as a rival. And my gut feeling was right.
So, this is like a proxy war, huh?
What?
So you're Ando's student, right? That means she's behind you, supporting you. Which means there's no way I can afford to lose to you. Thanks for this.
Thanks? For what?
I never thought that I could compete with Ando this way. And if I beat you, she'll probably get frustrated and come back to school.
Well... Actually, it's the opposite. If I beat you, she said she'd come back to school. Ichikawa?
Well, knowing that, I'll just have to give it my all for this test. Let's do our best, okay?
Sure. With that, she declared war and walked off, all fired up. Why does everything have to be a competition with these people? The girls around me are way more intense than I'll ever be. A few days later, the test results came in. The scores were amazing. Better than anything I'd ever managed before. My parents were so happy, they ordered sushi to celebrate. The teacher was suspicious and asked if I cheated. And then, Ando...
Shibota, didn't I tell you? Competing with top scores is all about reducing careless mistakes.
And that's exactly where I messed up. I lost to Ichikawa. I'm sorry.
You've lost 7 points in total. Without those mistakes, you would have gotten a perfect score and beaten Ichikawa.
I have no excuses. And so, her life as a truant and my visits to her house after school were going to continue.
Time for revenge.
Ando.
No holding back. From now on, I'm going to push you even harder than before. Losing feels way more frustrating than I expected.
How about we eat some cake first?
Cake? Why?
When I told my parents my grades improved, they insisted I bring this over to you.
Oh, I see. A gift from your family, huh?
Yep.
Well, I can't let it go to waste. Thanks for the treat.
Glad you like it.
By the way...
I made sure to bring Mont Blanc, just for you.
Good choice. That earns you some points. It's delicious!
I'm glad you like it.
Yeah.
Looks like you're in a good mood now. That's a relief.
Huh? Once I'm done eating this, we're going to get right back to work.
Ah, of course.
Next time, you better get first place for real.
To be fair, getting first means scoring perfectly on everything at this point. Apparently, for this test, Ichikawa got perfect scores in all but one subject.
Then just aim for perfect scores.
You say that like it's easy.
Don't worry, you're my student after all. If you don't make mistakes, you can do it.
You really think so?
Absolutely. Plus, you want me to come back to school, right? So you've got to work hard.
Got it.
Honestly, I'd miss spending time alone with you like this, though.
Huh? Did you say something?
Oh, you didn't hear me?
Nope.
Hey, Shibata.
Yeah?
If I were to date someone, I'd want to go out with a guy as smart as I am.
That's a pretty high bar.
Yep, so work hard, okay?
Oh, wait, what does that mean? When I tilted my head in confusion, she just laughed like she was enjoying herself.
You should have picked up on that from the flow of the conversation. That's a fail on this one.